Oh, France is fighting. France is fighting Burgundy. This might go badly for France. Although France didn't participate very heavily in my war. 27,000, 19,000 manpower. Burgundy, 16 with 6. Relatively even, although France did just win their first fight. Muscovy has announced France as a new rival. Interesting. England started to influence Leinster. Yeah, England's trying to expand in Ireland, which annoys me. Although, I am no longer warned by England. So part of the reason I have not been expanding in Ireland is right at the start of the game, England warned me. But since we have a truce, they can't warn me anymore. Unfortunately, all of my Irish neighbours, with the exception of Ulster. You know what? I'm going to dissolve that alliance. I'm going to cancel Venice for the moment. Okay, cores are coming in. So hopefully they'll start earning me some money. We're going to dissolve that alliance. Well, neither of us are at war. Then I'm going to send a spy over to you. Although I have a permanent claim on you, so never mind, I don't need to do that. Let's continue improving relations with Venice. Now, do I need to improve relations with my neighbours, my allies? Probably. I'll take the prestige hit, thank you. York is now centre, Lancashire is now centre, good. And we can make a state, and I think I would like to. Oh, Lancashire is in that area. I thought they would be in the north. Although, yeah, I'm still going to state all of these, I think. Let's make sure we get the absolute maximum out of them. Alliance offer from Ulster, no. So I have a truce with them for 5 years. Also, debuff is now gone. Which means Aragon. Now more likely again to do this. As their neutral... See, they have been improving relations with me in the past. I think I just need to keep on chipping away at Aragon. They will eventually fall to us. Because France is already allied to Aragon. So if me and France are allied to Aragon, then maybe we could act as a counter to... Wow! Granada have expanded into Castile. Huh. Castile have had a really bad game so far. Because they went really early into a war against France, which France won. They were allied with Brittany when France took Brittany out. And yeah, Castile lost. And I think Aragon's basically been left alone so far. My commandant died, but that's going to resolve my money issues. I'm still ahead of time, so I'm not going to hire a new one. I'm going to get rid of my debts. Right, now we can do that. Alright, now while I'm earning money, let's get this maintenance up to about 50%. Oh no, we're still losing money there. Let's do it so we're not losing anything. Joseph I of Austria has been brought in as the new emperor. How's the music balance, by the way? Because like I said in the YouTube recordings, it was really quiet. I could barely hear it. It's loud in my headset. My king, England started to influence Tyrone. War of the Roses. And they went with the Yorkies. Oh, oh. How long's that truce? 9 more years. Can I support the rebels, I wonder? Of course I can. Where are the Lancastrians? Can I please send some money to Lancaster? Although, how did the House of York and how has this happened? I own both of those. I wonder if England's still in debt. probably are. England, admin rating. They're bankrupt. So Lancaster's going to win the War of the Roses then. Their armies have minus 50% morale. Oh yeah. Lots of bad things are happening. Oh, smoke doesn't mean siege, just means they're devastated, I think. Nope, they're not devastated. They are devastated. England is bankrupt. The next war against them is going to be a cakewalk. Awesome. Let's go ahead in Diplo. Because that's going to build up my innovativeness a little bit more. It goes up really slowly though. And we're going to wait until the end of the year for the military tech. Save a couple of military points. Burgundy actually winning. They are. Well, I would say it's still 50-50. The French still have large armies. There's 29,000 men there. And they're still winning the battles. There will be blood. Munster is planning to attack Kelra. No! Four more years, then I can declare war on Ulster. Estates want control again. Oh, because cause. Well, Wibble. They're being really greedy. Well, Scarborough could theoretically go to one of them, although this is farmland. This is land I'd like to build up. Perth would actually make a really good nobility place. Aberdeen's already clergy. Those have all been given away. Just the clergy is still greedy. Ayrshire gets coal. Ah, we can give Westmarch away. We'll give that to the clergy. There we go. Problem solved. Although it is one of my fort provinces, so the military would do slightly better there. Relations have been improved with Florence. I think I'm going to send this person to Denmark just to keep them chill. Though they already are. Enjoying this more than Waking the Tiger. Haven't played enough of Waking the Tiger, so I don't know. Is this more enjoyable than Waking the Tiger? I can't say. I'm not allowed to give an opinion whether this is good or bad until the embargo ends, which is on the 20th, though, in 3 days. Right, military tech. Let's make sure our innovativeness continues going up. Blink. So I'm now going to be 2 techs ahead of the English, although they have a new ruler. 542. Okay, their ruler's rather better than the 000 that England starts with. Huzzah! Totem Wolf, thank you very much for the resub. 2 months now. Nice one. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. A civil war over the succession of the throne is waging in England, a conflict that has become known as the War of the Roses. The glorious House of Lancaster is seeking foreign aid and sent us an envoy with a request for troops. Should they succeed in claiming the throne, our help would surely be remembered and increase our relations between England and Scotland. Considering I am sitting here in a Lancaster shirt, I think you can probably guess my answer. I'll send them... Can I send them more than just a token force? No, I don't really care about increasing the relations. In fact, I don't want to do that at all, but I just want to support Lancaster. I'm not going to send the money. I'm out of money. You can have the manpower. I guess that those are the Scottish... Yeah, they are. Scotland aligned rebels. Nice. Relations improve between us and Norway. Nice. Send everyone. We will enter the war on the side of Lancaster. Truces be damned. Improve relations with Venice is done. Are you still... Yeah, you're still knocking them down. You're fighting the Dutch right now, in fact. Right, so Pope, how are we doing? We could do with improving those relations a little bit more. Actually, we're not that far off getting an alliance with the Pope. That would be an interesting turn of events. Alright, I'm making more and more money, so I think I'm going to improve my maintenance just that little bit more so we can get up to... Never mind, we're at full strength. And rebels are no longer rising. Marvellous! Am I going to do anything for April Fools? I have no idea. Still like 2 weeks away, I haven't even thought of that. Is this a hard game for the first time player and considering getting into Paradox title after Hearts of Iron 4? Do it! Do it so hard! This is the... In my opinion, Europa Universalis is the best of Paradox's grand strategy games. It is a step above Hearts of Iron. There is a lot more to do in it. But it's so worthwhile. So absolutely worthwhile. It's... is it a hard... Yes, it's a hard game. I wouldn't say it's hard... Your first session is going to be difficult. I would strongly recommend that you play as somebody like France, just because they are massive and they will be very difficult to just lose. With them, you'll probably lose your first couple of battles. You'll probably screw up an alliance or two. That's fine. That's all part of the learning process. And the thing that I adore about this game, and this is something which, to me, is the mark of a very good strategy game, is you can come back from a loss. You can lose an extremely hairy and very bad war and still bounce back. It's like the bounce back ability is what I call it. So yes, you might lose a war or two against Castile or against Austria, but you're France. You will have the opportunity to bounce back depending on how you choose your allies, how you spend money and influence to undermine your opponents, how you pick your wars, how you expand in other directions. There are other options like colonizing America for additional resources. There's just so much to do. Yes, I would heartily and unreservedly suggest playing this. Suggest getting this. Profiteering in Lancaster. The citizens of Lancaster have grown tired of local influence of the greedy Brabantian merchants that they claim are using unfair advantage. Kill the Brabantians! We must protect the Lancastrians. I wouldn't normally do this, but kill them! Lancaster must be protected! So you send everyone, set Lancaster up as puppets, integrate them and laugh. Oh, there'll still be Lancastrians on the throne. Lancaster wins regardless. Whether they swear fealty to Scotland or not, which they should. Okay, Pope's now happy. So Tyrone is still a vassal, unfortunately. Oh, you've actually expanded into Leinster. How on earth did you do that? Okay, is there anyone else that I want to buddy up to? Genoa, potentially? Like, I'm not going to make you an alliance with you. Ah! The reason you probably got your tech chairing... Yeah, you're allied with Ferrara. Okay, so it needs to be someone I'm allied with. The Dutch already have it. Interesting. Has it started to spread to us at all yet? In fact, it won't. Oh, it has. Never mind. Why is it spreading to me? I mean, awesome, but why? European 10 Development Province. Okay, then. Hey, Ben! E4 is still busted, so you'll have to live on through me. Ah, that sucks. That really does suck. Was Paradox not able to help you in working out what on earth was going wrong with it? Did you reach out to them this time? Because I know you did previously when you had the problem before. Does it not work on Lady Magnus's machine? Or is that on that one? Yeah, they're stumped. Man, that really sucks. Alright, so who else do I want to make alliances and things with? So who are my enemies? My enemies are England. Entirely and only England. Who has a navy that I could use? I mean, really, the best option is still Aragon. I haven't improved relations with them for a while. Let's do that. France has embraced the Renaissance. If only I had some mutual territory with the French. You're on it now. So it might well work on your machine when you rebuild it on Monday then, I guess. Or do you think it's a Steam issue? France, the only time they were good is when an angry imperial dwarf was in charge. Leinster, sorry, not Leinster. Thank you. Right, I'm still making money, which is fine. I'm still trying to repay some loans. A bit of inflation. But I'm going to be working towards getting economic ideas, so I'll be paying off inflation. That's not really my concern right now. Although what I should do is stop focusing military. I don't need to anymore. Still stuck with it for a bit longer. Risks of trade. Trade over large distances can be risky if profitable. The weather, brigands, pirates remain a threat as well on land as well as on water. Normally the Burkers can cope with a certain amount of mishaps and have their own ways to protect themselves and ensure their cargo. Lately, however, things have been going badly for a large number of merchant families and some are at risk of bankruptcy. It may be prudent to offer some financial compensation. Burkers hate me or I gain mercantilism. I don't think I have any Burka territory, so I am not at all concerned about a Burka coup. So, except you're costing me money. God damn, stupid. Fine. This whole idea of paying off my loans clearly isn't going to work. At least I'm not bankrupt like my certain southern neighbour. Although, actually, you can repay me right now. And then I can repay the loan. Haha! I made it work. And also, can you guys do admin support? No, not for a while. For this one, you need to have influence of 25, which if I give you this, you will have. Give me that Diplo support. And you've not given me military support before, so if I do the Diet, influence will rise above 50. It's 50, I think, where you get 100, isn't it? Still safe to do. Yeah. Boom. Has England started selling ships yet? Probably. Although, half of their navy is mysteriously missing. No, they haven't. But these are the Lancastrians. Like, all of the problems they're having right now is because of Lancaster. And Scotland. Lancaster and Scotland. Ooh, London's under siege. Come on, Lancaster, you can do this. There will be blood. Cologne is preparing to attack. No, Munster is preparing to attack Cologne. Relations with Aragon have been improved once more. Come on, guys. Improve your relations with me again. Strict etiquette. James joined James II for supper one evening. Rumours say it did not go well. What apparently started out as an argument about etiquette soon led to the usually well-mannered heir barging out in the middle of the meal, followed closely by James II yelling that the cur attempted to poison him. And so my prestige just get tanked. Mamelukes have announced France's rival. France is being rivaled by Muscovy and the Mamelukes. Earning a little bit of enmity there, I think. Danish relations have been improved. Right, Portugal. You're allied with Castile. You're not rivaled with anyone that I'm rivaled with. Oops, don't do that. So you know what? And you're not allied with England anymore. Portugal has a navy. I like navies. Navies are strong. Now, this is part of the reason that we actually did so well against England, is because Portugal had just been defeated by France. So the Portuguese said no to the call to arms by England, which broke their alliance. Which meant the Portuguese navy was not involved in this war, meaning the Danish were able to At least hold back the British. Right, did Lancaster win? Lancaster won. Cornwallis. So the general of the Revolutionary War. Also known as the War of Independence in charge. 366 though. Yikes. And that's not a Lancaster. That is quite clearly not a Lancaster. Did it just say Portugal wants man? It did just say that Portugal wants man, yes. Not entirely sure why. Maybe they're trying to do the Imperium of Man achievement? How did I see that again? I don't remember. Brandenburg's decided to offer... Oh! Brandenburg's getting tech from Austria. So Brandenburg and Austria are allied. That's going to bode very well for Brandenburg. We might well see a Prussia. They don't have Space Marines, not happening. So does that mean that for that achievement you need to start as Brandenburg, then take the Isle of Man, form the Kingdom of Man, or the Imperium of Man rather, and then take out all the other islands for the achievement? Because that sounds like the only legit way that you should be able to do that. Truce with Ulster has ended. Good. Oh, in that case, I'm not going to repay the loan just yet. I'm going to raise the armies. Do I want to do this? Okay, so the reason for my hesitation there is I may not want the aggressive expansion because with England bankrupt right now, I am going to be able to walk all over them and just take a huge chunk, and then from that they just won't be able to recover. Hopefully. Although I've seen them do it with just the south coast. Scotland owned the whole of England except for the south coast, and England still came back and took them out. They still make me nervous, even if it's just like that. They would still make me nervous because I know how wealthy England is. No, I think that with, 5 years before I can declare war on them, that'll be enough time for aggressive expansion to drop. So we're going to be declaring war upon you. Sligo will join the war on your side, but that is totally fine. We are going to... Morale is already being raised. We're going to restart West March, just because it will block Ayrshire, hopefully. We'll march to here. They could block this crossing, though. They have got... Unbelievably, they have got more ships than I do. Right, when do the new ships become unlocked? Level 9, level 9. I think I might well need to build some more ships before this can work. I'm going to debase my currency again. I'm going to use that to build some cogs. Hull is 12, Barks is 8, you have 4 cannon. So you are tougher but you do less damage. Am I going to annex Ireland or feed it to an Irish vassal? I was just going to annex it. How long will I be streaming today? I will be streaming this session until 9 PM GMT, then again at 10 PM until probably 2, 3 AM. I could afford a heavy. Or even 2. You know what? It'll take 3 years to build. Oh, don't do that. 1 there. 1 there. Worth it. Then if this war has to take 3 years, then it can take 3 years. And with that, let's drop you. Earn some more money. Let's drop you. In other words, streaming long enough to take all of England. That's the hope. How many favours do I have with Denmark? Because Denmark could just win this for me. 15. Kind of want to save those, though. Oh, France is 15 now. Interesting. Typo for the loose. 2 typos! There you go. You're at bits, bringing all the boys to the yard. Thank you very much, Ben. I appreciate that. Tyrone claim. Oh, no! Mine! Not claiming Lancashire. Right, I'm going to have to go after Ulster just so I can take... Tyrone's a bleeding vassal. How is a vassal claiming stuff anyway? I didn't think they could. Oh no, of course they can, because then the Overlord can enforce those claims, can't they? Yeah, I'm way ahead of time. I'm going to guess you're a 5, you're a 5, I'm a 6. I'm behind in both of these. Being behind in admin's annoying, because I haven't even started getting my idea groups yet. Italian engineer available. During the period of 1450 to 1600, Italian siege engineers were highly sought after to teach the ways of the Tres Italien to the militaries of Europe. In most cases, these engineers had no national identity and simply worked for whoever could afford to pay them. So I get a level 2 siege engineer. Or I could just decline. I can't afford to pay him, so no. Renewing loans. That's fine. We'll get rid of the inflation. Hey, Mystery Potato. France has declared war on Provence. Ooh, you got an excommunicated ruler, CB. Nice. The Earldom of Orkney. Ever since the 13th century, the Treaty of Perth, Scotland has been obliged to pay a yearly sum to the Norwegian kingdom in exchange for control of the Norwegian Hebrides. These payments are, by now, long overdue. However, this has been the cause of tensions on and off. Denmark has now suggested settling this conflict once and for all. The Stuarts will marry a member of the von Wittelsbach dynasty, and the Earldom of Orkney will be pawned and then transferred to us. Orkney is one of the highest ranked titles in Norway, and one of our own northern lands would fall under if controlled by Norway. If they give up these islands, they will have surrendered the right to the rule of their former possessions forever. So I get Orkney and Faroe. No, Shetland. That's Faroe. Orkney and Shetland for 100 ducats. Yes. Means more loans, but yes. Cool. I had not seen that event before. Three dev. Ooh, I could kick the nobles out of the high dev one. Which one was it? Was it Perth? Perth was... Yeah, Perth is an 11. So I could kick the nobility out of Perth and then give them Orkney and Shetland. Probably. Oh yeah, the nobility are way overpowered. They might rise up. Also, I still want to go after them. We'll do it after the war, when my troops are still raised. The event is new. Cool. I like that event. It's a cool event.